Hey everybody, good Saturday morning, top of the morning to you. Hope you're doing well this morning. The morning post this morning, and I'll tag Facebook and Instagram and maybe Blue Sky down at the bottom of this. Some of you want to come over and join me because we don't know what's going to be going on with TikTok that might be going away. But the morning post is Ava and I went over to the Metron Christmas party that was just held in a beautiful old historic home right up the street from the gravesite of Martin Luther King Jr. And Metron is a place that's Jim Swilley, a former mega pastor church, had a coming out in 2012 but anyhow, it's not church. We meet every Sunday at the Atlanta Theater over in the Kirkwood neighborhood. It's more, we don't have worship service, none of that stuff, but it's kind of like we meet every week. And we do meditations, weekend getaway meditations. I think one's coming up in January in Helen, Georgia. There's usually sunset and sunrise meditations on those weekends. And some of you that might hear this over on TikTok or whatever, you can Google bishandthenow.com and read more about it if you're around the Atlanta area or want to check into it, or it's easy peasy, as we say. So the morning post this morning is about going to the Metron Christmas celebration, and I've titled it "The Ghost of Christmas Present." Is there something really magical, even mysterious, or mystical that happens around Christmas time? Are there such things as Christmas miracles? Riding over to the Metron Christmas party last night, driving through downtown Atlanta with thousands of tail lights lit up around the city and traffic at a standstill, I told Ava, it always feels a little weird to me. Christmas. She asked, in what way? I pondered for a minute and then said, I don't know. It will be the only Christmas party that I attend this year. In the 2 years of the pandemic here, there were no Christmas parties. I kind of like that change of life. Gone are the years of a calendar filled around Christmas time every year of parties that I needed to attend, customers of A1 Blue that I needed to stop by and say hey to. Gone are Sammy and John, my two best friends. I would always need to stop by and eat something at their houses. Now it is just Christmas Eve and being with my kids and grandkids. I like it better that way. My days of being a social butterfly have come to an end. All of it was okay in its season. I see the beauty that was in all of it now. Sitting around and singing Christmas carols soothes the soul. There are familiar sounds: Silent Night, White Christmas, Oh Holy Night. The story of the birth of Christ is always touching, that a young virgin would be overshadowed by the Holy Ghost. Downtown Atlanta was lit up like a Christmas tree. The view from the house we were at, right up the street from the gravesite of Martin Luther King Jr. and Coretta Scott King, was beautiful. Around the corner was the home of the boyhood home of Martin Luther King Jr. The houses of his boyhood up and down Auburn Avenue now are $1 million homes. I have seen a lot of change in my lifetime. Cabbagetown, my boyhood neighborhood, was just a few streets over. My shop, A1 Blueprint Company, was just up the street on Boulevard. In the Jamie Foxx special, he kept saying over and over how Atlanta had healed him. I got that on a deeply spiritual level. Atlanta has always been filled with healing, mystical magic. Although the birth of Jesus is a beautifully written story, the writer maybe could have chosen a better ending. Have you ever thought, until a writer first wrote about hell, there was no hell? Before a writer ever wrote on stone that there was a God, did God exist? Did the birth of Jesus really happen? Or is it the story about the power of a writer or writers? And does any of it even really matter? Because our soul figures out whatever it is about our spirit and God and universe and everything else. Our soul just has a way to figure it all out, and we use it for whatever we need or we don't need. So, in the Ghost of Christmas Present, the year is 2024. What a strange year it has been. Good Saturday morning, sweet people. At least it is cold this year, which makes it seem a little more like Christmas. The picture over on my Facebook page, Ava and I standing outside the beautiful home over there on the Auburn Avenue at the Metron Christmas party with Jim Swilly, Ken Marshall, a lot of sweet people, a lot of sweet people. Clarice Polk, a world-renowned pianist that has played for millions of people over her lifetime, is a legend in gospel music. Sit around. She was she let everybody know she was 86 years old. I love it when older people say, "You know, I'm 86 years old, don't you?" Like, yeah, girl, you're still hanging in there and doing good. What a blessing. See y'all.